guys, Tattoo for You Richard here, and it is time once again for a tips, tricks, and whoopsies update video. We're still working on the LEDs, and what we're going to do here in a second is go table down, and you're lucky you missed my psychotic conniption fit I just had. Wasn't really psychotic, but I had a momentary breakdown. I was like, no! I couldn't find my fiber optic cable or fiber optic wire, but I found it. Whew. So anyway, we're gonna go table down here in a second, and you're gonna see where I'm at so far, and we'll talk more plans and more ideas and more weirdness. So let's go check her out. Guys, here we are table down, just kind of showing you what all I've done so far. So here we have the little blinky light in the middle. I've ran some of the wire. You can kind of see it there. I've glued this down too. I'd like to glue a little better. I need to do some work on this middle section. I'll show you what it looks like here in a second, to get it to light up the edges. I've run on this thing. Let me zoom you out just a little bit so you can get a little high-rise view of this. But I ran the other cable, fiber optics cable. Yeah, I know they're long, but that's so I can tuck them in like this when I paint it, and then just go back and, oh my gosh, it's so thin I can't hold it in my fingers. Where is that little hole? There it is. And then I just kind of feed it back through the hole once I get a good grip on it. There we go. This is really hard to do. There is a hole there, I swear. Anyway. I give up. I give up. It beat me. It beat me. But anyway, I have it all meeting this center point, and I cut a hole there. So what happens when I put this on, which it'll go on like this, I believe-ish. Yeah. So it'll go on like that, and then that light will be blinking right there. And actually I have it set up to where I can push it. When it's all screwed down, it's going to come up through the hole just barely, and I'll feel a little nubbin on it. But then you'll have, it's blinking on all those. I'll have to rework it once it's all done and put together to make sure that these are the brightest they can be. Like, make sure all the LEDs are right up against that light so you can see. And I'm going to shut the light off real quick. So then pretty much you'll have that. But then it'll be blinking all around the edges. Like so. Yeah, see that? Blinking in the middle and blinking on the edges as well. Did I miss a spot? Well, that's where it's out. But yeah, that's my idea. That's how I have it going right now. The other thing I've contemplated, let me shut this light off or back on. There we go. The other thing I've contemplated, this is too high. I don't like how high this is. So I think to counteract that, I'm going to trim this down just to this first lip. So that way when it's on here, it's from here to here high. So the other one I have in the room, the one I made for the competition, is just this tall, plus the little bit, plus the other half of this. So I want this to be a little taller, but I don't want it to be like super tall. That, to me, that's just going to be ridiculous. So I think if I shorten it down like that, I should be fine. And again, I'm going to leave it to where it unscrews. Maybe not. Well, yeah, I'll leave it to where it unscrews. I'm not going to glue it, obviously. But if something goes wrong with the LEDs, I want to be able to access it. And the easiest way to access it is going to be able to unscrew this. So with the unscrewing, if I have everything like I want, because I want to mount the switch, because it comes with the switch, which is going to be really easy. I'm just going to cut a little rectangle hole, stick it in there with a little bit of hot glue, and then I can hide it behind a bush or something, like some overgrowth underneath. Oh, well, since I'm cutting it, it's going to be up a little higher, but I can do something up here, you know, right in that little gap or whatever. I may even I'll have a little door a little edge area cut out too, so I can reach in and pull out the battery, which will have to be in there. Or technically I can have the battery somewhere else and build like a plastic card something or some kind of box that's covered with foam or rock, you know, to make it look like rock or whatever, or wreckage or something, to where I can just open that up, pop the battery out if the battery dies. So those are kind of my ideas. That's what I'm looking at now. I do have a base for it now, and what I'm thinking is it's going to be a modular terrain piece, to where this can be separate, like just set out, and it's just like a landing platform area, and I'll get like some of those stairs like I had on the other one, and use that to where they kind of come up next to it and just pretend touch it. And that's your dismount location. Your dismount location. Yay, gymnastics. Or I'll have it to where it can be placed a certain way, and then I'll have a ramp going to another building or something. It's really kind of, those are my options I'm at right now. I don't want to do the exact same thing as the other one. Like, here's a landing pad. Here's a building right next to it that's built into a mountain. So what I'm thinking on this one, if I do that, I'll have this landing pad and it going to a separate piece of terrain, which makes more sense in my opinion. Because with it going to a separate piece of terrain, then I could do a bigger building. With a landing pad like this, it would need to go to a bigger building. And with it being modular, like this is a piece that's set somewhere, and then your piece that it goes to sets somewhere else, and you can set them in different positions. I ultimately have the option later on to take this piece, when I build my big old huge display diorama, this can go up with it, and it could be at my ultimate mountain base that I want to have with the cutaway and everything, so you can see a side of it. But this could be used as a piece you put in front of it, and it has a ramp that leads to part of the building, you know. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now, guys. This is a pretty short update. You know, you need to see me do a lot. You know, I just kind of showed you what I did. I used the screw points as the reference, and I drilled a single hole and midway point on each one, and I eyeballed it, so these probably aren't right. I also glued down the clear glass part, so that way I can get these taped on there and mounted good. Now, like I said, I'm going to readjust the taping and the mounting and stuff as we go, because I still have to paint this, and I want to paint it before this stuff is, before all these are permanent, because I don't want to block the tips of the fiber optics. That's why I can pull this in. And what I can probably do here is I'll just plug this hole temporarily, and then spray it. I need to scuff the top because this glass is real slick. I might scuff the edges of this too, because I mean, even priming it, I think I'm going to have some issues with some chipping because it's such a slick surface. So I'm going to do that throughout the whole thing. Let me go ahead and unplug this. It's over there blinking away. We know the electronics work. Good job, Towel guys. Earthcast electricians. But I still got to go on here and mount the platform in here, which I can do that now that I've got this worked out. Ooh, man, that's going to be a tough one too. So I still need to be able to access this. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to pull these in. I'll get the platform worked out, but not glue it down yet. I'll push these in, and then I'll blue tack the platform down, prime everything, paint everything, and then pop that back up, feed the wires, and then glue that down finally. So it's set. I hope that works. We'll see. We'll see. Because again, I don't want to mess up these. I want to make sure these are away from the spray so they don't get covered up. And technically, I can pull these all the way out through here and hide them up in the inside here, so that way none of this is messed up. But I still need to be able to feed it through here, because what I did was drilled 3 points on this one here, and it just comes in through a single point, and then here, and then I did a bigger drill hole so I can run the 2 through here. So yeah, so far everything's coming out pretty good. The biggest issue is going to be getting these wires lined up to where the ends are right where the LED flashes the most. Pull this up through here a little bit more. Or a lot more. Whoa, it's like a rocket ship. Woo, to the moon. I want to make sure that's up enough. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can show you. I'll just pull this part way through. So yeah, in the long run, that's going to fit in there like that. And it's going to barely poke out the top. See? Now, hopefully, my other issue with that too is, which I'll test it right now, is with it being up that high, will the other things, well, I guess I can't test it. I popped the wire loose. Yes, I can. I'm going to test it right now. Set this off out of the way. Look here, wire science. Grab the little wires and give them a little twisty twist. A happy little twist. Just a happy little twist. Later on, I'll electrical tape what needs to be electrical taped. I can't find my soldering iron and my flux, which I think it's over there with my tattoo equipment, because that's how I used to make needles. You make needle groupings, you have to solder them all together. Alright, let's go ahead and get this snapped. We beeping? We blinking? Yeah, we blinking. Dag nabbit, came undone again. Let's just... Oh, you stupid little turd butt. Stay together. Y'all are best friends now. There we go. So, this will go up through there, and... Nope, not enough to see it. At least on that one. Yep, barely on that one. Yeah, so I'm going to have to work that out too. Getting these guys lined up proper so that way they're getting the most light from it as well. Anyway, it's a work in progress, guys. That's it for the day. I hope you enjoyed this little learning experience and kind of helps you see that because I have no idea what I'm doing doesn't mean you should not try it yourself. Go out, grab yourself an LED kit, find something you've been wanting to light up for the longest time, and jump on it, man. I think if I can get another devilfish sometime down the road, many moons from now, I might try to light that bad boy up. We'll see. It's gonna be a little bit. So guys, I love you. I thank you for joining me on this. Next week, I will have this bad boy painted and hopefully have the light worked out. And you won't necessarily see the finished product because I won't have it, spot on completely done. But I'll have it as close to possible as I can get right now. Well, anyway, like I said, love you guys. Thank you. Y'all take care. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like it and comment on it. Let me know anything else you want me to try. Tutorial-wise, just put it down in the comments below. And I will work hard on trying to get those tutorials out to you. I still want to do the casting tutorials. Those will be coming sometime in the future. I need to get things situated back, figure out my income situation, what happened with it going away, and then I will be able to hopefully get these things out for you. Love you guys. You take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful nerd life, my friends. I'll see you later.